So if you could come to your comfortable seated position, we'll start warming up. So you can sit cross-legged if that's comfortable. If you can sit on your knees, that's good. Did you want any blocks before we get started? Or straps? Okay. I'll get this for you.
Okay. I'm good, my water too.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we'll sit here. You can have your eyes closed, hands nice and calm and relaxed on your legs if you'd like. We're just going to take a few slow, deep breaths just to become centered in our practice today. So if you're going to inhale through your nose, then exhale through your nose as well. Inhale. This time hold it for a couple seconds. And exhale. We'll do that 3 more times. On your next inhale, if you can raise both arms up, we're going to start warming up our back. So reach, you can look up if you want and open your eyes. And on an exhale, start leaning to the right. Your right arm can come down and rest on the ground. You can look up to the ceiling. Try to bring your left arm towards your ear and maybe back a little bit for a slight back bend. Feel a good deep stretch along the side. Inhale, come back up. Right arm comes back up, lengthen again, and then exhale and go to your left side. Again, looking up, keeping your right arm in line with your right ear. Inhale, back to center. And exhale back to the right. This time going a little bit further if you feel comfortable. We're going to stay here for a couple breaths. If you'd like to explore, you can round your back, bringing your left arm towards the floor a little bit. Get a nice deep lower back stretch. Or you can arch your back a little bit more and almost like a cow pose and really open up the front of the back. One more breath. On your next inhale, come all the way back up. And exhale down the left side. So same thing here. Feel free to explore and round the back. And then open it back up. On your next inhale, come back to the top. Here we'll do a slight back bend and back up, hands on the floor. From here we'll go to table pose. Your hands and knees. Make sure your knees are aligned with your hips, about hip width apart, shoulders and hands in alignment. So here we're going to keep warming up the back. So on an inhale, you're going to start looking up and arching your back, and then once you get to that pose, you're going to exhale so you can go all the way into it. And then on an inhale, you're going to travel through and go into cat pose. And on the exhale, on your fullest expression of the pose. So here you want to really be tucking your stomach in. Inhale, come through again. Exhale, look up, gaze moves up, chest moves forward, back arches. Inhale. Exhale all the way in. Good. Try to go deeper every time. Inhale through the center. And exhale. exhale. Now this time we're going to go a little bit farther. So on your inhale, bend your elbows and kind of scoop up. Get a nice deep stretch. Exhale, roll your back and come down into a child's pose. Bringing your hands nice and strong out in front of you. And exhale. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, back into cow. Inhale, roll through, child's pose. Exhale. Inhale, roll up. And exhale into cow pose. This time on your next inhale, tuck your toes under. I'm going to push up into a light downward facing dog. If your heels don't touch right now, that's definitely okay. That's what we're working towards. But we're not quite warmed up yet. So go ahead and walk your feet. Get those warmed up a little bit. Take 3 good deep breaths here. On your next inhale, we're going to step to the front of the mat and forward fold. Then inhale, slowly roll it up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Keep your shoulders nice and heavy. And the last thing that should come up is your head. And then go ahead and roll your shoulders back. So from here, you're going to get into your mountain pose. Shoulders aligned, tailbone tucked. If you want, you can rock back and forth on your feet. Kind of feel all 4 corners pressing into the ground. Head and neck straight. Kind of pretend like you're standing up against a wall and you want all parts of your body to be touching the wall. Good. Now we're going to inhale up. Exhale, slight back bend. Inhale, come into forward fold. Exhale here. Inhale, straighten the back. If you could put your hands on your shins here or your front of your toes, whatever's comfortable. Exhale, we're going to bring the right foot back. And then chest moves forward into a nice deep lunge. Start stretching out the front of the legs this time. And the hips. Inhale, push back to downward facing dog. Exhale here. On your inhale, you're going to come to plank. Exhale into chaturanga. And inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, right leg moves forward. Stretching the left side now. Gaze moves up, chest forward. Inhale, come to standing. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, come to standing. We're going to go right to the other side, so exhale, come all the way down to forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Here you can use the block too if it's more comfortable. Exhale, left foot comes back into a lunge. Got to make sure the knee is behind the toes. Don't want to put too much strain on it. And exhale into plank. Down into chaturanga. And then upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes forward. On your next inhale, both feet forward, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. come up, palms together, and then at your heart. We're going to go 2 more rounds just like that. So inhale all the way up, exhale back, and forward fold. Inhale, right foot steps back. Lunge forward. Exhale, plank. Inhale here, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And downward dog. Next inhalation, right leg moves forward. Exhale, feet come together, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale back. Inhale, right into the next side, forward fold. Left foot steps back. Gaze moves up. Chest moves forward. Exhale, right foot comes back. And chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Left foot comes forward. Gaze moves up. And feet together. All the way up. Back bend. Up. And palms to the heart. Last one. Inhale. All the way up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Right foot comes back. Gaze moves up. Shoulders down, relaxed. Exhale into plank. And chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Lunge. And feet together. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale back. Inhale and forward fold. Inhale, left leg steps back. Exhale, right foot back. Chaturanga, trying to keep the elbows in and tucked. And downward facing dog. Left foot comes forward. Gaze moves up. Right foot together. All the way to standing. Back bend. Up and towards the center. Alright, now we're going to move on to our second type of sun salutation. So inhale all the way up. Exhale back. And forward fold. Inhale, right foot back. While you're here, if you're comfortable, you can start with your hands on your knees. If you're comfortable enough with that, both arms can come up. Just find your balance. And from here, both hands are going to come down. Your right leg, you're going to drop your heel to the ground. Your foot should be at a 45-degree angle about. Put your left hand on the inside of your foot, and then right arm up into a good twist. So hold that there. Good. Try to keep your shoulders stacked in line with each other. Good. Alright, from there, come back down. Right arm on the inside of the foot. You can point your toe this time, and you're going to twist to your left now. Good. Come back to the center. Step the left leg back into plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And right foot steps forward. So from here, we're going to come up into crescent again, whenever you're comfortable. And then come back down. Right arm on the inside. Drop the left heel down. Good. Make sure you're all in alignment. And then slowly twist. You want to make sure you start it in the lower back because we tend to not have so much rotation down there. So you want to get a nice deep twist in there. Good. Come back down. You can point that back toe. Left arm comes down. Again, start the twist in the lower back. And then the arm follows. From here, if you like to, you can look up and bring your right arm over. And then come all the way back down. Right leg steps back. Plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Now you can step or hop forward, whichever you prefer. And forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale back. Inhale up. And then all the way back down. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, starting with the left leg. Inhale, left leg comes back. I'm going to start here, come into crescent. Now that your body's ready for it, if you like, you can do a little back bend here. Wherever you feel that slight off balance, everybody's different. And then come back down. Right hand on the inside, drop the left foot back. Good deep twist. This time if you want, you can bring your left arm back a little bit more. Good. Come back down and twist the other way. Point the left foot. Left arm comes down. Good deep twist here. You can come back more if you want to. Inhale, both hands down, right foot steps back. And chaturanga, keeping the elbows in. Upward. And downward facing dog. This time, left foot steps forward. And then come up into crescent. And again, here if you'd like, you can do a little back bend. Wherever you feel that challenge. Come back down. Right arm in, twist to the left. Good. Come back down, left arm down, right heel down. And twist this way. Both hands down, step back into plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Once again, step or hop to your hands and forward fold. Now we're going to linger in forward fold a little bit. Forward fold is really good for detoxifying the body and stretching those hamstrings. So if you want to use your block here for a little bit of support, go right ahead. If you'd like, you can grab the back of your legs, kind of give yourself a little tug in. Or if you can reach your toes, you can interlock on your big toes as a little secure 2 more deep breaths here. On your next inhalation, come all the way up. Little back bend. All the way up and down to the heart. Okay, now we're going to practice a little balancing. So if you want to kind of start shifting your weight into your right leg, get it a little prepared. We're going to start with tree pose. You can start with your feet touching each other. You can go on your calves, wherever you feel comfortable. If you're comfortable enough, you can go all the way up, whatever your body is telling you today. So start and just, good, tuck your foot right in. And here you can start with your hands to your heart. So in this posture, we're going to kind of channel all of our energy right to our center with our hands here. And try to push that left leg back so you feel really strong and sturdy. Now we'll bring our hands to what's called the third eye, so it's right at your forehead. So here we're going to kind of think about the pose, how we feel in the pose, and where our next step will be. And then from here, if you feel comfortable, you can open your hands to the ceiling and look up if you'd like. Good. Come all the way down. And then the next leg, same thing. Sometimes legs are different, so if you feel more comfortable with your foot on your shin this time, that's totally okay. So, wherever you feel comfortable. And every day is different. That's the amazing thing about balance is some days you'll be really sturdy, other days you might wobble a lot, but the wobbling is a good sign because that means your body's trying to find that balance. So you can have the hands at the heart. Whenever you're ready, again, pushing that right knee back towards the wall behind us. Bring our hands to the third eye. And then all the way up whenever you're ready. Good. Come all the way down. Yeah, legs are different. One leg's usually a little bit better at the balances than the other. Okay, we're going to find our mountain pose again, just to realign ourselves. And then from here, actually, if you want to take a little half step back, we're going to practice half moon pose. So from here, we're going to start on our left side. So you're going to have your left foot more in front of your right, and you're just going to reach down. You can bend your leg for now, and just grab the floor about 2 feet in front. Now from here, whenever you're ready, you can lift that right foot off the ground and straighten the left leg. And if right here is good for you, that's definitely fine. If you'd like, you can reach your right arm up. And then here, sometimes a block is good to put underneath your left hand. You might feel a little bit more comfortable. Good. Come back up and then we'll switch sides. So this time your right foot's forward. Then you can grab your block with the right hand. And whenever you find your balance. a forward fold. That was a good amount of work on the legs. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. Come all the way back up. Little back bend. And hands at the heart. Okay, from here, we go on to our knees. You could face the window, face to your left. You can go into a high kneeling position. And what we're going to do here, I'll come up by you so that I kind of show you. We're going to start in a modified side plank. So you're going to come down with your right and stick your left foot out. Good, just like that. And then you can reach your left arm up in the air. Then it can even come over your head. Feel a good side stretch here. Good, and then come back up. And same thing on the other side, so facing that way, we're just going to lean the other way. So your right leg will come out, right arm up, and then over if you'd like. Alright, come all the way back up to kneeling. Same thing on the other side, but we're going to add a little extra challenge here. So you're going to come to the right. Actually, if you want to face me this time, so you can see. So we'll start on our left side again. We'll come down to your left, right leg out. We're going to come up, and then whenever you're ready, you can plant that right foot and then just kind of tuck the left one underneath it into the full side plank. Excellent. If you're feeling strong here, you can go ahead and try to lift that right leg off. And then back down. Now we'll just switch sides from here. So we'll just start in the high until your body's ready for it. And if you're feeling adventurous, go ahead and lift that left leg up. And back down. Good. From here, let's do a vinyasa. So we'll come down into chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Alright, from here, bring your right leg up into the air, straight out behind you. And then step it forward between the hands. Ground your left heel, and we'll come up into Warrior One. Take one breath here. On your next inhale, come up a little bit and open up into Warrior Two. Exhale and go down deep into it. It's more about strength than stretching here, so make sure all the tummy's tucked in, everything's nice and tight. Keeping that knee bent, on an inhale, bring your right arm above your head and lean back. Good. Inhale, come forward, right hand right in line, left arm up. Good. Left arm comes back down. Right leg back. Vinyasa, good. Chaturanga, upward dog, And downward dog. This time left leg comes up. And in between. Right leg planted. Come up to warrior one. Good. Knee behind the toes. Good. Inhale. Come up a little bit to open. Turn. Go back down. Inhale, come back to peaceful warrior. Next inhale, come up. Exhale. And hands to the ground. Vinyasa. Bring the right leg up, bend your knee, and open up the hip. Good. Bring it all the way through. We'll come right into crescent here. Next, I'll come down and step it back, vinyasa. Same left leg back, bend the knee, open up the hip. Step the left leg forward, come up into crescent. Come all the way down, step the left foot back, and vinyasa. Down. From here, you can come down to your knees, and we'll go into a child's pose. So here, you want to really stretch your arms forward, grip the mat, kind of pull back. Feel a good stretch in the upper back. Just stay here for a couple more breaths to really deepen that stretch. Okay. Alright, you can come up into your seated position. Bring the legs out in front of you. And here we're going to tuck the right leg into the inner thigh. And then square your hips up over that left leg as much as you can. And then while you're bending at the waist, start to reach forward. So for starting, you can grab underneath your knee, kind of help you in. And then you can just kind of start working your hands down wherever you're comfortable. From here, you can grab your ankle and just turn towards the right a little bit. You can bring your left foot on the inside. Just turn. You should feel a good stretch in your lower back here. If you want, you can bring your right arm up and kind of like reach towards your left toe, if that feels comfortable. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So right leg comes out, left leg in. Good, again, square the hips over the right leg. And then start walking your hands down your leg. Good, from here you can do the same thing. Press your right hand into your leg and give yourself a nice twist. If you want here, you can reach your left arm up and kind of lean towards the toe. Back up. Here you can bring your feet together. Wherever they're comfortable, and you're going to grab the insides of your big toe and just kind of open your feet like a book. Get a good stretch in the feet, tops of the feet. A lot of times our feet don't get this kind of attention, so it's good to really stretch them out after a long day. When they feel good and stretched, you can lean forward and kind of deepen the inner thigh stretch that you get out of here. Now for a little twisting. We're going to bend our left knee and then bring the right leg over it. Good, wherever it's comfortable. If your knee can drop, let it drop. If it can't, that's definitely okay. And so here you're going to take your left hand on the top of your right knee and we're going to twist towards the right. Good. When you inhale, you're going to grow tall. And exhale, you're going to twist deeper. So it's kind of like a wringing out action. On your next inhalation, you can come out of it. And then just lean back and kind of switch the legs. Good. Then make any adjustments you need to make. Grow tall. Right arm comes on the outside. And exhale and deepen the twist. Good. Come back to seated. This time we're going to roll up onto our knees. Now, high kneeling position. Toes flat on the ground, so they're not curled under. Place your hands on your lower back, like as if you're going to start putting them into your pocket. And then just bring your shoulder blades and elbows as close as you can. And start to give yourself a little bit of a back bend. The goal is camel pose. But if this feels good, that's great. If you're not ready for it, it could put a lot of pressure on the lower back, so just be very kind to yourself. If you feel ready, you can go ahead and try to reach for your heels, bringing one hand down at a time. If not, you can put a block underneath you there, and then just kind of reach for the block. Good. And here, this is a really good chest opener. So if you want, you can stay there and then just work on bringing your shoulder blades back. Just opening the chest. Good. And come on out of it.